But all eyes are on Pakistan, where a cabinet meeting is still underway and a key decision on Masood Azhar is likely. Now, WION's Anas Malik put forth a pointed question to the spokesperson of Pakistan's Foreign Ministry on Masood Azhar. This is what he said.
Foreign Minister recently made a statement with regards to the UN listing of Masood Azhar that Pakistan will have to take its decisive decision by the 12th of March. Yesterday we saw the Chinese State Councillor as well in his visit. So has there been any decision in that?
Masood Azhar, the decision will be taken in our national interest.
All right, so not much being divulged there. That was, of course, a question that our very own Anas Malik had posed. Remember, there is a cabinet meeting that is underway in Pakistan. The key decision there is going to be on whether or not the government decides to arrest the JEM chief Masood Azhar. Now, that meeting comes at the back of the recommendations made by Pakistan's Interior Ministry for arresting the JEM chief. The big question remains, will Imran Khan give his consent for Azhar's arrest? Now, this could, of course, have major law and order implications for Pakistan. There is mounting pressure from the global community, though, that the JEM chief Azhar is arrested. Remember, his son and brother were among the 44 members of the banned terrorist outfits that have been taken into preventive custody on Tuesday by Pakistan. Now, local administration in Pakistan's capital Islamabad have taken control of mosques and more than 182 seminaries run by banned outfits. In fact, 121 people have been detained from various parts of Pakistan in this ongoing crackdown against banned outfits. Now, as per reports, several people have also been arrested as the Imran Khan government intensifies operations against these proscribed organizations in Pakistan. Now, this process is being carried out under the National Action Plan, which Pakistan's State Minister for Interior says will continue until its objectives are met. At least 25 mosques of the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, the Falai-e-Insaniyat Foundation and other banned outfits have been taken over by the government. Most of these mosques are located on the outskirts of Islamabad, where local administration has appointed new imams and made several arrests. Now, this crackdown by Pakistan's law enforcement agencies against banned outfits and other measures came into effect following a high-level meeting chaired by Imran Khan's government amid efforts to lower simmering tensions between Pakistan and India. But to bring the focus back to what is happening currently, remember, there is a cabinet meeting that is underway in Pakistan. The decision on Masood Azhar is likely there. Let me go across to my colleague Anas Malik, our Pakistan Bureau Chief. He joins us on the phone line for more. Anas, is there any update on that all-important meeting being chaired by Imran Khan?
Well, yes, Aisha, just a while from now, the cabinet meeting has formally ended. And what sources privy to the development say that the matter pertaining to Masood Azhar's arrest, that the decision that was to be taken by the Prime Minister himself, Imran Khan, who also holds the office of the Interior Ministry, that matter did not come under consideration. They're expecting a meeting to be held shortly, a high-level meeting to be held shortly in a while from now. And after that only, the sources say that a final call with regards to Masood Azhar's arrest, the decision to arrest Masood Azhar or not, will then be taken. Yes, Aisha.
Any indication, Anas, as to why this matter didn't come up for discussion, since there was a lot being made of whether or not this meeting will be the one in which he takes a final call on what to do with Masood Azhar?
Well, primarily because the Pakistani Foreign Minister, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, was not available in that particular cabinet meeting. He was occupied with another visit of another dignitary. The Luxembourg Foreign Minister was in Islamabad, was at the Pakistani Foreign Ministry during the same hours when the cabinet meeting was ongoing. The reason which what sources privy to the development confirmed that the Pakistani Foreign Minister had to indeed deliver a presentation to the cabinet with regards to which had substantiative material with regards to the listing of Masood Azhar and his arrest as well. But since Pakistani Foreign Minister was not part of the meeting, by and large, that is why the matter did not come under consideration. But what sources privy to the development also tells me on that another high-level security committee is likely to be chaired soon, perhaps today, anytime today or tomorrow, and the decision is likely to be taken in that.
Can I ask you, Anas, also who all are expected to be in attendance at this high-level meeting? Will it include members of the military and the ISI?
Well, certainly, this high-level meeting would be comprising of both civil and military officials. That includes all three services chiefs, the interagency chiefs, the intelligence chiefs. That includes the IB, ISI, and the MI, and then the civilian leadership as well. That comprises of the Prime Minister, the Foreign Minister, the Defence Minister, and the Minister for Interior Affairs as well. So, what we can confirm that the cabinet was indeed taken into confidence on the decisions of the National Security Committee that was held on the 21st of February, but not particularly on the matter of the arrest of Masood Azhar. What we are being told by sources who are close to this development, they say that another meeting is to be held very soon. That is likely to be held today, sometime in the evening, or tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. And then after that, only a uniform decision can be taken with regards to the arrest of Masood Azhar. Yes, Asha.
Anas Malik, thank you very much for bringing us that update from Pakistan. We will, of course, reach out to you once again once that high-level meeting is underway. But we have some other big breaking news coming in this hour. The United Nations has rejected an appeal by Mumbai terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed to delist him from the sanctions regime. So yet another update coming in on a Pakistan-based terrorist. This time this is the Jamaat-ud-Dawa's Hafiz Saeed. The big story this hour is that the United Nations has rejected an appeal by the Mumbai terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed to delist him from the sanctions regime. WION's political editor Kartikeya Sharma joining me live on the broadcast for more on that story. This is indeed big news, Kartikeya.
Oh, this is a big news, but I think in news the God lies in detail, and and allow me to take you through it. It says that the UN rejects JOD chief Hafiz Saeed's appeal to delist him from sanction regime. Now the important part is that the France, US, and UK opposed this appeal, but Pakistan didn't oppose it. So in a way, it just goes on to show that Pakistan has maintained a very neutral or a line in which it cannot dissociate itself from the non-state actors in Pakistan. So yes, the international pressure worked. For India, France, United Kingdom, United States and other countries came and they opposed it, but the Pakistan was silent on this issue. So it just brings us to the larger question, Aisha, which is that is it really possible for Pakistan to very quickly dissociate itself from the jihadi or non-state jihadi actors who on behalf of the Pakistani government have been operating in Afghanistan and India and have acted as deep assets by creating terror attacks. So
right.
That is one part of it.
Right. Does it also lend, Kartikeya, a degree of skepticism to the ongoing so-called crackdown on terror that's taking place in Pakistan? Because on the one hand, the administration tries to present this view of being tough on terror, but where it really counts at the United Nations, it chose to keep quiet on someone like Hafiz Saeed.
I don't think there has ever been a crackdown on terror. It's just that it gets reorganized. It gets redistributed geographically. The heads are changed. New faces come up. New names come up. New bank accounts will come up. But I don't think the infrastructure entirely disappears. Infrastructure reinvents itself. And I say this because not once in past 25 years, any government, even if elected, has taken a position on the issue of terrorism. Last time, Sharif vocally spoke about it, and we all know where he is. Sharif is behind bars. So, issue is that the Pakistani deep state, represented by Pakistani army, treats non-state jihadi actors as one of their own, and it thinks that it needs to protect them. Mullah Omar, Osama bin Laden, they're the best example of that policy.
How complex is the situation, Kartikeya, for someone like Imran Khan? On the one hand, he has always maintained that he is very supportive of Pakistan's military, but on the other hand, he's also well aware of the fact that the same military supports these terror organizations, which is bringing bad repute to Pakistan to start with, something that has become more and more apparent in the last couple of weeks.
I think it's beyond Imran Khan. But I think what should really worry people is that the sort of bias which was against India primarily emanated from Pakistani army, because Pakistani army, or if I have to use the word state, got mauled when the West Pakistan could not handle the proposals given by Awami League post 1968, where they wanted a confederacy. Now, but that is history, and Bangladesh was subsequently born after Indian intervention. But I would like to say issue is that even the civilian opinion is getting indoctrinated. So that bias also gets reflected through civilian institutions, which was not the case in 70s and 80s. And I think that should worry people, because, you know, if there is no civilian buffer between the hardliners, then you really have a problem on your hand.
Right. Kartikeya, does this also lend further credence to India's, concerted effort to, scale up the pressure on Pakistan, especially when it comes to diplomatic isolation?
See, there are multiple views on it. For example, a lot of people said that our whole effort or the policy or the consensus was strategic restraint. Now, that policy has been set aside. A lot of editorials have been written. Now we are talking about hard deterrence. We have spoken of hard deterrence in context of use of air force. So the new policy is still evolving. It's yet to shape up, because we have made certain departures from the consensus of 1990s and early 2000, on which Narasimha Rao, Prime Ministers like Gujral, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Manmohan Singh adhered to. So this is the new normal in place between India and Pakistan. But I think the moot issue is that one surgical strike, two surgical strike, it is not enough to tackle the problem which emanates from Pakistan, which is terrorism. And to say that, terrorism is only confined to the people who act on behalf of Pakistani army, it's not correct. The process of radicalization which started when Ziaul Haq dethroned Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and became the dictator of Pakistan, radicalization of the society and other civilian spaces have taken place. I think that's where the problem is emanating from.
Kartikeya, thank you very much for giving us your perspective on this story. Just for our viewers joining in, the big breaking news that we've been tracking for you is that the United Nations has rejected an appeal by the Mumbai terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed to delist him from the sanctions regime. This update comes, of course, on the back of a cabinet meeting ending in Pakistan, on which a major decision was to be taken on Masood Azhar, but that too has been delayed for now.